lot of us saw this breaking news come down last night. President Trump's name won't be on the Illinois ballot next month when voters go to the polls. On Wednesday, a judge ordering Trump to be removed, saying he's ineligible because he engaged in insurrection on January 6, 2021. The former president did win one court fight on Wednesday, however. The Supreme Court says it will hear the case involving his election interference charges. NewsNation's Elizabeth Pran joins us live. Elizabeth, what more do we know about these two legal developments?
I know, Markie, this is a lot for us all to digest, so we'll do it together, right? It was a day of legal shockwaves, and there could be some huge ramifications going forward. On the one hand, we see a potential loss, and that would be in Illinois. This is the third state trying to remove the former president from the GOP ballot. What's striking about this case is that the judge made the decision, put it on hold until tomorrow, so keeping his name on the ballot, allowing for an appeal. The primary is March 19th. Now, on the other hand, we're looking at a potential win for his legal team. That's a huge delay in an election year dispute. The Supreme Court confirming it will hear arguments to decide, is the former president immune from criminal prosecution of election interference? And if so, to what extent? This is really a blockbuster decision, and they initially rejected it in December. We are getting exclusive reaction from Republican candidate Nikki Haley.
I think we need to move quickly on this. But more than that, no person is immune from everything. You know, not a president, not anyone else. You can't just go and do whatever you want because you're the president of the United States.
Special counsel Jack Smith, initially asked the justices to fast track this in December because it would determine how quickly the former president would go to trial. The request was denied. Originally planned for March 4th, that is the hearing date. It now could be delayed for months.
Donald Trump's whole game was to delay this trial as much as possible, to get it right up to the time of the election so that he is not tried and possibly convicted before the election. This works exactly in his favor because you might have a decision here at the end of June in summer. And then when does the trial start? It might not start for another 2 to 3 months, if that. Jury selection in and of itself could take weeks, maybe a month. And you're pushing closer and closer and closer to that election day. And the likelihood that a verdict would be reached before the election after what happened today seems to me very unlikely.
Looking forward, and Jesse said it really well, after the high court rules, then D.C. Judge Tanya Chutkan can move forward if the former president loses that immunity argument. Now, going forward, this puts the Supreme Court at the center of a very contentious election cycle. We haven't seen this since 2000. And if you remember earlier this month, they are also hearing a 14th Amendment case. Markie, back to you.
Yeah, for the high court that likes to stay out of politics, they're certainly smack dab right in the middle of it in 2024. Elizabeth, thanks so much for laying that all out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.